Hello, friends, and welcome to Meme of the Month. This is our second non 24-hour relay, not relay, 24-hour stream session, our second real session, and we are super excited about it. We're just going to start by quickly doing a brief introduction of ourselves, the players. We're not going to talk about our characters yet. We're just going to go across your screen. To start with, I am Danny. You can find me online as Danielle Lenoir. And next we have Netta Marie.
Hi, I'm Netta Marie, and you can find me at Netta Marie just everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if you're into that. Everywhere.
And next up we have Katie. Uh-oh, we can't hear you.
Do we not have sound?
This is why we do this ahead of time.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Katie. On Insta, I'm FiddleFern90.
Yay. And then we have Alondra.
Hello, I am Alondra, aka Lady Bedivere. You can find me at Lady Bedivere pretty much everywhere except TikTok, where you have to put an M in front of it because username campers.
Aww. And last but not least, we have Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan Kelleher. I'm on Twitter at Megan Kelleher3, and that's kind of the big one for me. I don't really use the other ones because I don't have the attention span. So, and I'm your DM today, which is really exciting. I've never DM'd on a live stream before, and I've never DM'd for Majestic Goose before. So,
well, excellent. We are super happy to have you. We don't have a whole lot in terms of announcements other than make sure that you check out GooseCon. GooseCon is coming up, GooseCon 2022, September 30th through October 2nd in Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't have the command, but I'm pretty sure there are other geese in the chat who can throw that up for us and get all the information out there to you. We also have a Ko-Fi going to help raise funds to get all the geese out to Cincinnati. There's a lot of us, and travel is unfortunately not cheap these days. So if you have a couple dollars to throw our way, we'd really appreciate it. And I think that's all we have for announcements. So I'm going to turn this over to Megan.
hello. Are you guys getting a lot of traffic noise right now?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. This is the first time I've ever used these cat things, so I was hoping they weren't just cute. But hello, I am Megan, and welcome to my Meme of the Month one shot, which I have based on the meme. The existence of DnDBeyond implies the existence of DnDBed and DnDBath. So we are going to be doing a Bed Bath & Beyond dungeon, which hopefully is not a surprise to you at this point, but for the viewers, let's jump right in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up my thing. All right. I'm also streaming from a music school, so there's just maybe like clarinet sometimes. It's part of it. It's part of it.
It's the muzak that plays over the intercom.
Exactly. Okay. So we begin our journey in the vestibule of that sacred emporium of all things convenient and mildly luxurious, Bed Bath & Beyond. The white linoleum floor is so shiny and bright that the glare nearly blinds you as you enter. And as your vision clears, you see a nearly labyrinthine arrangement of shelves and aisles, each containing a myriad of magical home goods and gadgets made by the best artificers in the land. The store is a bit understaffed on this day, but it's also not particularly busy. The frontmost display of the store, as soon as you walk in, features specials and seasonal items, and it currently has a beautiful array of summer patio furniture and an assortment of furnishings for incoming university freshmen for their dorms. We see a young dwarf with just like this scraggly, like barely there 18-year-old beard, and his mom, who has a much nicer beard, like arguing in front of the dorm stuff. And he's like, "Mom, let me get these bed risers. Everyone's going to have them. Everyone's going to have lofted beds. It's so cool. You can put your desk under it." And she's like, "Jickles, that's just impractical. First of all, you're 3'11". And second of all, how are you going to change your sheets? Oh my gosh, we have to go get twin extra long sheets. The beds are weird in dorms. Oh, there's so many things to remember. So many things to buy. Thank God I've been stockpiling these coupons because they stack and they never expire."
God. Flashbacks.
We also see a customer impatiently tapping her foot and waiting in line to be helped at customer service. Danny, do you want to introduce your character?
Yes, I am Karen Jones, and all I want is to get this bedding right, and I bought this, and it is clearly the wrong one. The pattern is not right. My daughter Haley is heading to college, and I just want this fixed. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this working properly for me. Thank you very much.
So Karen, you are like basically next in line, and the person currently being helped is also very upset. You see like a very tall dragonborn woman who is just absolutely irate. She is soaking wet, and she is just complaining that I'll let her tell you. She says, I was doing my bridal registry. I'm the bride. This is my day. Well, it's not my day, but it will be. And so today is also my day. And I went to go and pick things out, and I got squirted in the face with a soda surge. This is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. And you see that she's just kind of cowering over this poor employee who is trying to deal with this. Katie, do you want to introduce your character?
Oh gosh. Bubbles McFadden is a lot shorter than this dragonborn lady complaining about the soda surgy thingy. And at a very small 5 foot, she has she tried to put her blue hair up into a really nice coif this morning, but
I did too, but doesn't always happen.
Is stress, and it's just kind of sprunging out, and it gets more and more sprungy, and she's starting to sweat more, and the sweat is kind of dripping, so she's looking a lot more like this really, really wet dragonborn bride. The more this dragonborn bride asks about making this right, and Bubbles has no idea how to actually make this right.
Yeah, Bubbles, I don't think you would have necessarily dealt with this issue with the soda surge before. Typically, they just sort of exist in their display. This is not something you were trained to handle. And this woman says, I just don't think it's too much to ask to not be squirted in the face at a Bed Bath & Beyond. And before anybody says it, bridezilla is an insensitive term in my culture. So don't, okay? She says, look, I didn't want to have to be like this, but I need to speak to your manager. And so you go fetch Alondra's character. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Meredith is a 16-year-old human who has only been working at this particular Bed Bath & Beyond location for a few months, but got very quickly promoted because apparently there's some concert happening today. Meredith doesn't know for sure, but every other manager has called out, so she's in charge.
It happens. Meredith, as you are summoned by a very nervous Bubbles, Bubbles, what do you say?
Hi, so there's a bride at customer service, and she said that she really wanted to speak to the manager, and it had something to do with a soda stream, and she got wet in an aisle, and I wasn't even there, so it wasn't me this time.
Oh, geez, okay. I'll be right there, and I'll just try to see if I can, a soda stream you say, are those even in your department?
No, I'm in Bath.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right there. Let me go get some coupons just in case I need to try to smooth things over. I'll be there in like 2 minutes.
Okay. As you gather up your coupons, we also see you get your coupons and you go towards customer service. And as we do that, we pass the candles department where we see a figure kind of shadily like casing the joint. Netta, do you want to?
You very much see a figure casing the joints in the candles department. Willoughby is a fairy. She is small. According to DnDBeyond, my size is small. She has flown up to like the top of a row of candles, and she's picked one of them up. It looks so big in her hands, and she's reading the back of it, like the label of it, as if it's an ancient scroll. She's looking for something, and it's there.
Amazing. What is it?
What am I looking for?
Oh, I thought you're looking. You said you took something out of your bag.
Oh no, I'm looking for something in my little. Well, it's not little, it's massive. My candle. Look, I'm beefing with home supply chain brand Bee and Willow. They've taken my name and I'm trying to figure out why. So we're just reading about it. I'm guessing this candle will tell me something. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, give me a investigation check.
Oh, first roll.
Yeah.
Investigation. Have a +7, which is great because I rolled a 2. That's a 9.
It's a 9. It takes you a second to find the Bee and Willows. It's kind of a disorganized, chaotic area. It looks like somebody's been through and kind of picked at them and rearranged them. You see a few different brands of candles, and some of them are just like a weird color for what they smell like. There's like an ice cream flavored one that's like green, and it's like, what is that? So you eventually do locate a few Bee and Willow candles.
Cool. I'm going to continue doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to pick up the first one. I'm going to smell it. I'm going to figure out if I like how it smells. And then I'm going to read again the back of it because I'm trying to figure out where they make those candles and why are they making them and what is up with all of it. Truly not paying attention to the rest of whatever is happening in this store.
Okay, well, both you and the other group of Karen and Bubbles and Meredith are brought out of your respective reveries by a loud snap. And you turn and you hear screaming afterwards. Snap, scream. And you look and you see in this like patio furniture area next to the dorm supplies that Jicolis, the young dwarf, has been... He's screaming inside of what looks like a wicker like encasement, and his mother is screaming even louder, like, "Get my boy out! It's got my boy!"
Oh no. I'm flying over.
Oh geez, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Come on, Bubbles, let's go.
Okay.
Meredith and Bubbles, as employees, you would know that this is not usually like a wicker egg situation. It's usually kind of an egg chair, patio chair, and it appears as though it's snapped shut around this boy. You do.
Okay. Bubbles is secretly jealous. It's a place to be.
Okay, everybody, if everybody could just keep a calm view, we're going to take care of this. It looks like this is maybe a little bit of an unusual, maybe the manufacturer forgot to include some instructions. I'm just going to take care of this right now. So everybody, please, just, if you could all step back, don't worry. Meredith is like going to reach down into her pocket and like flip out the like employee badge that's attached to her key lanyard and like make sure it's visible so that everybody can see like she's definitely like slightly more in charge, despite the fact that she looks like a child. And I guess I'm gonna walk up and kind of approach this wicker egg and see if I can figure out what's going on a little bit here.
It appears as though that the chair has just snapped shut. It is not giving way. You see Jicolis kind of like rattling the bars and the mother trying to like pry it open. And it is simply just all one thing.
Oh.
Okay, well, this doesn't seem appropriate. I'm going to walk around to the back of the chair and I'm going to whip out my handy dandy box cutter and I'm going to see if I can just sort of like start making a hole in the back. I'm going to do it in the back so that we can at least still use this as a display piece since we won't be able to resell it, obviously, after the damage.
Yeah, sure, make an attack roll.
Okay. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. With my max 7 damage as I slice in with my box cutter.
Okay, so you slice into this like wicker egg situation with your box cutter, and you're able to like pretty easily cut through it. But you see that the second that you manage to like part the like intricate little bits, they then just kind of form back up like roots or branches. And you get the feeling that this is some sort of magic.
Oh, geez, I hate it when this happens. All the magical stuff in here, and they never label it correctly.
You see that the Dragonborn bride is now coming over, and she says, "This is outrageous. You clearly don't have a good handle on your own inventory. First, a soda surge puts me in, well, it was the kitchen section, and now I look like I was in the bath section. Second of all, now you have a young person trapped inside of some sort of a chair egg. What is going on? Is this normal for Bed Bath & Beyond?"
I scoot away from her as quickly as possible.
I'm terribly sorry about the circumstances of your visit, and we would be happy to, if you would like the number for our corporate office, I can give that to you and you can file a complaint. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit busy here trying to figure out why one of our patio furniture items has apparently been possessed and is entrapping a young person. I'll be right with you as soon as I can, though. Thank you for your patience, ma'am.
She storms out angrily. But as you invoke the corporate office and that, you suddenly realize that your memory is jogged a little bit, and you realize that you were in your corporate training, your managerial training, which was very recent because they needed you to be here today. You were very specifically told that if anything happened, anything crazy, especially if multiple anomalies or anything in one day, one shift, that there was a book in the break room that you were supposed to consult.
Oh, the manager's training handbook. That's got to have a chapter on this. Bubbles, can you keep an eye on that? I got to go back to the break room.
Okay.
I'll be right back, I promise.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. Sir?
I'm scared, Mom. What if I don't get to go to school?
There's always really good commuting options in online classes.
I don't know if I can do online school from inside of an egg, Mom. Meredith.
Store Wi-Fi is really great.
Meredith, as you make your way, the employee break room is actually pretty close to the entrance, so you're sort of headed
Thank God.
East in the building. And as you make your way back, you see give me a perception check.
Sure. Oh, thank God my modifier's high. That is a 13.
Okay. You also told me you have really
18.
high passive. Yeah.
Meredith is really good at paying attention to things, even if it doesn't look like it.
There you go. That's a good managerial skill. So you see on the far wall that in the style of like a fire extinguisher behind a glass case that says break in case of emergency, you see a large musty tome. And on the cover embossed in gold leaf, it says the Tome of the Beyond.
Wow.
I don't remember if that's what they covered in my training, but I'm gonna go for it, I guess. And I'm gonna whip out my big, massive managerial keyring, and I will just walk up and use that to smash the glass.
That is an effective use of keys. You do so easily, and you are able to, get this book. What would you like to do?
I would like to flip open, see if there's a table of contents or if there's an index in the back, and see if there is like a specific, like, in case of magical anomalies sort of section.
Sure. Yeah. You see that there is, it's very long, and there's like this whole thing on like dress code and behavior and like.
Okay. I know I need better slacks, and I shouldn't be talking and leaning. You can't be leaning if you could be cleaning. I get it. Magical anomalies.
Yep, you see toward, it's like the second page of the table of contents. You see toward the end, magical anomalies, and you're able to flip to page like 247.
This is a massive book.
It is very large, and it's like kind of
the one at the McDonald's.
Yeah, the McDonald's probably didn't have a Beyond, although I don't know. I'm not an expert. But as you opened this page, you see the following in like fancy official looking script on these pages that are actually, they seem like impossibly old. Like they've been around for just lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, and they're like browning and crumbling. It says, if you are reading this, you have been entrusted with the sacred arcane managerial duties of your branch of Bed Bath & Beyond. In the event of multiple chaotic anomalies occurring at a single shift, it is best to engage in emergency store protocols for the safety of your shoppers and your staff. Emergency store protocols are as follows. Please locate and obtain in order the following 3 sacred relics from the shelves. And then you see the following 3 items are the magic bullet, the miracle mop, and the extra, extra, extra long twin sheets. And then underneath it says, these relics are of course guarded by fearsome challenges, but any worthy and true manager should be able to overcome them with ease. Never forget that Bed Bath & Beyond is filled with helpful items on the shelves, and even non-relics can prove infinitely useful in a pinch. Always examine your surroundings, stay alert, and most importantly, remember your training.
Oh, crikey. This is going to be a long shift. Okay. Okie dokie. Close the book, tuck it under my arm, and go sprinting back towards wherever I left Bubbles.
Okay.
The only other employee that I know for sure is on for a full shift today. There are probably other employees in here. A lot of people called out sick today. We're very understaffed.
Oh my gosh. And Karen, what are you up to during this?
I am tapping my foot at that customer service desk, waiting for someone to come back and take care of this sheet thing for me. This is ridiculous. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to just go over to the sheets myself.
Oh my gosh. You head over towards the area where I guess the sheets are, which would be like sort of west in the building, kind of away from everybody else. And as you do so, you are met with like this, well, I guess I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
What? Megan.
Where's my character sheet? That is 18 plus 1, 19.
All right, so you are walking towards the bed section, and you are all of a sudden, you're not exactly sure what happened. You're on the floor and you realize you've been knocked back by this, like, what you look up and you see sort of like almost like a clear barrier, just kind of like rippling as though it's just been knocked into, and you feel like you've just been like knocked back by some barrier of force.
Oh, this is completely inappropriate. All I want to do is get those damn sheets. I'm not pleased with this at all.
And Willoughby, what are you up to during this time?
Oh, I flew over the second I heard the woman and the child screaming. So I'm just kind of fluttering around. I guess I'll turn to Bubbles, who is the second person I've seen kind of in charge. Like, do y'all need help with... This looks like magic. I could probably get him out.
That would be great. Bubbles is currently like using a pizza cutter because we always have those at the front, and is trying to like cut a circle in the back of the wicker chair thing.
That would be really great. Yeah. Because I don't have anything equipped for this, and I don't do wicker or rattan. This is not my area.
Okay, well, let the record show that I have asked, and you have told me that it is okay to be doing magic in your store.
I'm so scared.
And I'm gonna try to dispel magic on the chair.
Okay. What level are you casting at?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Megan, 3rd. I'm not upcasting. I have 1/4 level spell slot.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic, and you see the wicker chair sort of like warp and kind of like go in and out and in and out, like it's like bulging. And It does, you feel the spell kind of backfire at you, and it's not something that can really be dispelled, but in the process of it sort of warping in and out, Jickolas actually was able to make a break for it through one of the distorted holes in the egg.
Well, good news is the boy is out. Bad news is something is going on, because this is honestly beyond what I'm capable of. And as my spell kind of fails, I'm just gonna lower myself down and stop flying. Just land.
Jickolas is like, I'm not a boy, I'm a man. And his mom's like, come on, Jickolas. We have to get out of here. Maybe you need to take a gap year. I'm not sure I'm ready to lose you yet. They exit the store.
There are some wonderful community colleges around here.
Hey, sorry, I just got here. Did you say something about the Beyond? Are you also familiar with the lore of the Beyond?
Oh, I just said this was beyond my purview as...
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Okay.
What is there a beyond we should be worried about?
Yes,
this is very much happening.
Yeah. No, it's definitely happening, and it's not great. No, I found. We'll hold up the book. This handbook about the Beyond and the magic of the store and all of that, and it looks like I have to go on a managerial quest, which I did not get covered in my briefing. I'm not gonna lie. They basically made me do like harassment training, and then told me which keys went to which doors.
Oh.
Well, this book looks amazing. Do you need help?
Don't tell my manager, but yeah, I could actually use a lot of help. I've only been working here for like 4 months. I just came over from fast food services because I was tired of smelling like hot oil all the time.
Look, I'm not gonna tell your manager. I honestly don't even know what a manager does.
Neither do I, apparently.
But if you promise me that I can read this book when we're done, I will help.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't sign any non-disclosure agreements for this job, which was kind of an oversight on their part, but I'm not going to complain at this point. So yeah, apparently we need to find a bunch of helpful objects that will help us battle the Beyond or something. I'm a little unclear. But we gotta find a magic bullet, a miracle mop, and an extra long sheet.
The miracle mop?
What is a miracle mop?
Ooh, it's really good at cleaning up wet stuff.
Have you used it before?
No, I've never gotten to use it, but in the 2 years that I've been working here, there's probably been a few times I could have used it. Yeah.
Okay. So, would it be inappropriate for me to just go ahead and flip the fire alarm and try to evacuate as many people as possible before we deal with this?
I love that. I think we should do that. I think we should get rid of everybody, especially...
Great. Meredith is going to run over to the wall and yank the fire alarm.
Oh my God. You see, there aren't that many customers in the store, but you see all of the NPC ones anyway, are just absolute chaos, screaming, knocking shit over, and running to get out of the store.
Please come back at a later date. We'll be sure to honor your coupons.
I feel like...
Karen, do you choose to leave with the others?
Oh no, from across the store, you hear her yelling, I am not leaving until someone fixes the problem I have with these sheets. I'm saying right here. I'm at the bedding department. I can't even get in here.
Oh, we're going to have to deal with that too.
Is it normal for your bedding department to be closed off?
No. Well, I mean, I haven't made it into the bedding department yet, but I'm hoping to. I'm hoping to be promoted there.
I worked in kitchen appliances and then I got promoted, so I'm not entirely sure either, to be perfectly honest.
I'm not sure how human stores work, but usually if you want people to be buying things, they should have access to the things. And if this woman can't get to the things, then that sounds like something might be going on.
That's accurate. Yeah, no.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, no, she should be able to walk through the aisle.
And Bubbles is curious enough now that she's like willing to walk that direction.
All right, Bubbles, you see this woman, Karen, who have you stood up yet, Karen, or are you still on the ground?
I've stood up because I yell better when I'm standing.
Excellent. Good technique. So Bubbles, you see this woman dusting herself off, very angry, and you see, well, you don't really see anything now. So it looks open to you.
Now Bubbles is slowing down because it just looks like there's a random, very angry lady standing in front of an open aisle. And so she's just kind of slowing down because it's like, wait, no sudden movements. They're triggered by movement.
Hey, you, I see you. Do you work in this department? Do you work in the bedding? You, I'm talking to you.
No, I don't work in bedding. I don't work in bedding. I work in bath.
Can you get me someone who works in bedding so that I could get into the damn department?
Jim called out sick today.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure.
Am I going to need to ask to speak to your manager?
Did you say you can't get into bedding?
I cannot. And I'm going to sort of reach out towards that force field thing and see if I can touch it. Make it shimmer.
Yeah, you can. You touch it. And because you're sort of expecting to this time, you hit it lightly enough that it just kind of shimmers without kind of bouncing you back too much.
Do I see the shimmer?
You do, yeah. It looks like a ripple in a pond, except like vertically and otherwise clear. Through it, you can see all the massive wall of towels that go from floor to ceiling, and beyond that, the bed department.
Oh, towels.
See, I can't get in. I just need to get this bedding replaced so that Haley can have something to sleep on when she goes away to school. My baby is going to school, and this is important to me. She has to have these blankets and sheets, and it's got to be perfect because she's coordinating with her roommate, and they're going to have such a beautiful space, and it has to be right. So get me in there so I can get my sheets.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to see if, can I touch it? Can I touch this barrier?
You can, yeah. You feel as though like it kind of pushes you back with whatever force you give it. It feels kind of like squishy.
Squishy. Bubbles is not smart enough to figure this out without help. Yep, Bubbles is gonna like literally just like tap herself on the chest, like doing like a deep breathing exercise, and cast guidance on herself to figure out what the fuck she should do next, because she doesn't know. So sorry. That's me.
Big mood. All right. Okay. Would you like to keep investigating that? Or are you going to?
Yeah, I'd like to investigate it more if I could.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. Or an arcana check, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, well. I rolled the wrong one. Yes, I can still get away with rolling the correct one. Here we go. We'll try again. It's the exact same number. So, yeah, that's a 2 + 4. That's a 6.
Oh.
You get the feeling that this barrier is very powerful magic, and you get the feeling that it would require very powerful magic to open.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the bedding section has been closed for maintenance beyond my power of kin. So the only way that we can open it is if we can find the 3 managerial secret special treasure things.
Well, let's get on this because I need to get this. I got to get back home in time to spend some more time with Haley before she goes away. I'm losing my baby. We're not doing this. Let's go.
Okay. Sympathetic crier.
Bubbles, as you start crying along with Karen, so you've all, Willoughby, are you also going to be joining on the quest?
Oh, I am laser focused on that tome.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard and I'm looking for a secret. This tome is fascinating to me, so I'm just gonna follow the tome. So wherever Meredith's going, I'm following.
All right, Meredith, are you ready to set off with your questing friends?
Oh yeah. First thing I was told on this list is the magic bullet. Meredith started in kitchen appliances, so she's gonna look around as soon as she's seen enough like patrons evacuate. She will go over, she will reach onto her massive key ring, find the little hex key, reset the fire alarm so that it stops making all the noise and flashing the lights, because
Very
that's
important.
going to get annoying very
Distracting,
quickly.
for sure.
I may or may not be tapping too deeply into my real life job. I'm going to reset that. And then probably run by, lock the sliding doors so that nobody comes in. And then I'm going to head for the kitchen department.
All right. That is convenient because the kitchen department is the first one that you would come across if you just sort of proceed into the store. It is on your right or sort of to the east. I was sort of saying this off stream too, but for the sake of this little one shot, we're going to say like east is right and west is left. And so the store sort of faces south, I guess. Like front of the store is south, back the store is north. Does that make sense from like a top-down perspective? Yeah. Great. Okay. So as you head north in the store, on your right or on the sort of eastern area, you see the kitchen department, which Bubbles and Meredith, you're both familiar with this. And Karen and Willoughby. Well, Karen, have you been to this Bed Bath & Beyond before?
Oh, yes. This is my local one. I've been here plenty.
You're a regular. Things. So you're familiar with this place. Willoughby, have you been to a Bed Bath & Beyond before?
No.
Okay. So you're not sure if this is normal, but the others would know right away that the kitchen section is far too wet currently. It is not supposed to be wet at all. It is like, so on the east wall, on the far wall is just an array of like microwaves and air fryers. And then there's sort of a partition that comes out and you see like hundreds of these extremely sharp kitchen knives that are all displayed and hung on this wall. Just, you know, a beautiful display of kitchen gadgets. And the aisles are in shambles. They are knocked over, they are spilled, and everything is soaking wet. You see like a popcorn maker like fizzing and like spurting little sparks because it's wet and it doesn't want to be. And it doesn't take long for you to realize the source of this flood. You see a rogue soda surge, which is like a soda stream if the stream was a little bit too powerful. So you see this like clear bottle just kind of rocketing around this section, ricocheting off the walls, spraying water everywhere, just like an absolute bat out of hell. What do you do?
Okay, that seems bad.
This is completely unacceptable. I'm going to get wet if I walk in there.
I'm going to, without getting hit by it, try and cast shape water on the actual soda stream surgy thing itself and try and freeze it into like a little ice block.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's see. How does that work? Let me look up the text.
It's a great question. I'm not sure.
Good song. Great song. These will all be available on the SoundCloud for Majestic Goose.
Oh, legit. Do that.
Don't give Adam more ideas.
Give Adam all the ideas.
Oh yeah, you can freeze it provided that there are no creatures in it. Okay, so which water specifically are you freezing? The water inside, the water outside, like?
I'd kind of like to freeze the water inside the soda surge. That way it can't continue to spray and rocket propel itself around the section.
All right. You cast shape water at the soda surge and you see it's kind of currently bouncing off of the floor with a giant spurt of seltzer, and you see it freeze in place, attached to the floor by a now frozen like stream of soda. And you see inside of it is frozen solid as well. You hear a bit of creaking and crackling as the ice forms, and you see that the soda surge itself is looking, it's not quite cracking, but the material it's made out of, which is probably some sort of glass poly magical thing, is looking a little bit strained now that the water is expanded.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Yeah, clear berth. In case of shrapnel, yes. Mm-hmm. It looks really pretty though.
What I will say is that, Meredith and Bubbles, both of you, give me a history check, please.
History. Oh, thank God. That would be a 17 for me.
It is also a 17 for me.
All right. So both of you have been working here long enough to know that the linoleum that comprises the floor of this Bed Bath & Beyond is enchanted to be as shiny and clean at all times as possible. It still does need to be cleaned. And when it is, and it gets wet, it is like unfucking believably slippery. It is more slippery than should be physically possible. So you now have this whole wet section before you.
I don't count difficult terrain as difficult. This is the one time Bubbles is feeling in her element whenever
yes.
wet. Okay, so let the record show I did not work in kitchenwares today. So all of this water is not me.
I will make sure to make note of that on all of the sign-in sheets and my nightly report. You are only assisting with this particular situation.
Thank you very much. The soda surge is kind of expensive, so I didn't want to have to buy it.
Oh, no, I'm about to wreck that thing, but I'll take full responsibility for that.
Awesome.
All right. You have you have a passive perception of 18, Meredith. So
It's a little hard to get one past Meredith.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately.
you take your managerial job very seriously. You know this store like the back of your hand. And you see that in the sort of far back corner of this kitchen section, you see a display for the magic bullet. It's on sort of like a dais-like situation, and it's got its own big sign, magic bullet.
Lighting.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, like it's like a sound.
I thought that display was kind of weird when we set it up, but now I'm understanding why.
Yeah, it's impossible to miss. And you also, with your impeccable perception, as you're kind of examining the floor and seeing how wet it is and where it might be safe to go, you notice something strange about the linoleum panels around the magic bullet display. And it looks like they're a little bit like slightly colored differently and like a little bit like raised. That doesn't seem correct.
Okay, so round up everybody. We need to have a quick consult because here's the thing. Something over there is definitely a trap. And I don't say that lightly because I know that's a very loaded term in our culture, but I'm saying it because it's really specifically like something over there is not right. So I don't want anybody to get hurt on my watch. I'm happy to go in first. I just want to make everybody aware. And also the floor is going to be real slippery and stuff. So just be real careful because I have the paperwork if there's an incident that I have to report, but I'd really prefer not to have to fill it all out if I don't have to, because it's a lot of filing that we have to do with HR and all of that. double checking my character sheet because I have just ridiculous things that I can do for observation skills. No, okay. So here's what I think is maybe the plan. I'm just gonna run in and try to grab the bullet, and if you all can just kind of stand by, and when something inevitably goes horribly wrong, you can kind of be prepared to help deal with that. That would be great. Maybe if I can chuck it to you guys, that might be the best plan, unless somebody's got a better idea. I'm very open to listening to other possibilities.
I could fly up to it and not slip.
I could dispel the water in a straight line, maybe, like in the that goes right by the Ginsu.
Okay. Okay, yeah. If maybe you can clear some water, and I'm sorry, I missed your name.
Oh, I'm Willoughby.
Oh, I thought you meant Bubbles. I was like, that is harsh.
No. She knows Bubbles. No, Willoughby, thank you. Sorry, I'm Meredith. I'm the site manager for the day. Yeah, no, if you wanted to maybe fly in and grab it, and then kind of spins around and like makes the briefest of eye contact with Karen and just kind of is like, I'm so sorry for your difficulties today. This is not indicative of Bed Bath & Beyond as a whole, and I will make sure that our corporate offices are aware of the difficulties you have encountered today.
As you should.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sweating. I can't.
Bubbles just gushing every kind of water from everywhere.
Yeah, real wet. This is not the right place for a water genasi to work.
So, okay, the plan is, so what's the plan you guys decided on?
Do you want me to fly over and see if I can get this thing?
Yeah, I think if you're willing to do that, that would be great. And Bubbles, if you can kind of help maintain kind of a sort of clear path of the water. And I'm going to just use my eye for detail to basically keep scanning and rolling perception checks to see if I notice anything else amiss about this situation, or if I notice any changes based on what they're doing.
You're gonna manage this.
Okay.
You're gonna manage the shit out of this.
Okay. So the eye for detail, is that just like you're just ongoing, like noticing everything?
As a bonus action, you can make a perception check to spot hidden creatures or objects, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay. What would you like to invest? Is there anything specific you want to investigate?
I know I'm at distance, but if I can either roll a perception or investigation check, since I've noticed those discolored tiles, to see if I can identify what might be causing that like raising or the discoloration, if I can see if it's connected to anything else, like, oh, is there like a tripwire where if we pass that, those tiles are going to turn into something like, I want to try to see if I can assess why those are different.
Sure, yeah. Give me investigation.
Sure. Can I read my die is always a question.
It's always a question.
That's a nice flat 10.
You just have a bad feeling about it. You can't really tell exactly what you think. You think that your instinct that it's some sort of trap is correct, but you can't really decipher what it would do or how you would set it off.
Great. I will just relay that to everybody and just be like, yeah, okay, this is definitely some sort of setup, which kind of makes it, corporate likes to put in all of these little extra things, especially if we've got like a special item like the magic bullet, which is apparently actual literal magic. I thought it was a blender, but shows what I know. So I'm just going to kind of follow up behind everybody else, and I will have the box cutter in one hand and like start twirling my key lanyard in the other and just be ready to go.
All right.
I try and dry up the water around us in a circle so that we can stand carefully while Willoughby gets the magic bullet.
All right. Yeah. You part the seltzer puddle and give yourself a nice ring of dryness.
I'm gonna fly up and get like halfway down this aisle if I can. I'm kind of being careful about it. And I think as I fly up, you notice that I look like one of those like goth hippie kind of kids. And you would have assumed I have a backpack with some wings on it. It's not a backpack, it's just my wings. So you kind of see that activate, and I carefully fly down this aisle, kind of mindful of where the tile is fucked up because I don't trust it to just be a thing you have to step on to activate. And as soon as I'm like 30 feet away from the magic bullet, I'm just gonna try to mage hand it over because I'm afraid to touch it.
Mage hand can lift how much? Like 10 pounds?
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Okay, so that's fine. It's not that heavy. Yeah, so what does your mage hand look like?
It's just like I'm overall very, very pale, very, very skinny and bony and tiny. And my mage hand is just like a wispy, white, sparkling, like glittery situation. It just flies over. And as it flies over, I kind of mutter to myself, what the fuck is a blender?
Oh, wow.
All right, well, your mage hand, even though it is very wispy and sparkly and frail, it is able to firmly grasp this little magic bullet blender, lift it off its pedestal, and return itself to you with no incident.
I'm gonna, as soon as it's at within like actual range of my hands, I'm gonna actually grasp it with the help of my mage hand, because I'm not sure how big it is in proportion to me. And we're just gonna fly back to the rest of the group. And I think I'm gonna, if all of that goes without incident, I'm just gonna very ceremonially offer it to Meredith.
We'll drop my keys, sort of like sheath the box cutter up my sleeve, sort of like also like reach out very reverently, take the magic bullet.
All right, you take the magic bullet and you notice with your incredible perception that there are some directions embossed upon the back. And you are now, it says Sacred Relic, Magic Bullet acquired. And the magic bullet is now in your possession. And I will tell you what it does in 1 second.
Oh, geez. If I had realized this was a sacred relic, I would have told Dave to be a lot more careful about setting up that display pedestal.
Okay, so the magic bullet is a small but powerful blender capable of making potions that are both nutritious and delicious. It includes ingredients. There's like a thing you screw off on the bottom, and there's actually like some packaged ingredients.
Nice.
And it includes ingredients to make 1 potion of greater healing or 2 potions of regular healing.
Wow.
And it may be used to create more potions, but at that point you have to provide your own produce, ice, and milk, which, you know, they don't sell here. So
Yeah.
We'd have to go raid the staff lounge fridge, and that's always risky.
I was gonna say, there might be some interesting things in the fridge. There's some non-dairy creamer, maybe.
Is that supposed to be helpful, or is that more of like a poison component? I'm not sure anymore. It's been in there for a long time.
That's valid. You know what? Yeah, that's.
You know what? But for the time being, this is great. I'm just gonna stick this in my pouch over here, and we'll just kind of hang on to it. Yeah.
you see, so you notice that it's almost like a little bit too big for your pouch, and you start to feel like you might need something to like put stuff in.
Hey, are those bubbles?
There's the little rack of the little, you know, arm baskets.
Oh yeah, let's grab one of those. That'll probably be great.
All right, you retrieve a shopping basket of holding. You can now hold infinite amounts of stuff in there.
Oh wow, these are so much better than the ones they had at the last place I worked.
Where did you work before?
I've worked a lot of places. My mom was really into the idea of getting a part-time job, and since my grades kind of suck, I've just been working part-time jobs since I was in middle school.
Okay.
Is that legal for humans?
We don't really ask questions around here.
Is that legal for humans?
I mean, one of my
For the poor
classmates is like
ones.
400 years old and comes from a place that doesn't see the sunlight where they worship a giant spider. So what's really legal?
Oh, that's wonderful. That's very nice.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, except when she's scary. You know,
It's okay to be a little bit scary.
I think it's probably a good quality. All right, let me check. Flip back into the massive tome of the Beyond. It looks like the next thing we need to find is the miracle mop, which holy moly, I really hope that's gonna help us deal with all of this water that's everywhere, because sometimes we flood a little bit over in the soap section, but like this is excessive.
I have apologized multiple times about the
No,
water.
Bubba, we all understand. We don't think it's your fault or anything. It's just a thing that happens. Some of us can't control.
Yeah, I mean, like when people get really upset and then they start yelling, and then it just.
Oh, no, deep,
If we don't
deep
hurry
breaths.
this up, people are going to start getting more upset because I've got to get home to my daughter. Can we speed this up? Let's just get that mop.
No, you know what? You're totally right. Let's head over to the bath section. Bubbles, you know exactly where the miracle mop would be, right?
Do I know where the miracle mop is? Do you?
Miracle Mop is in like the home care section, like the cleaning stuff.
Yes, that's not my department, but I have been here long enough that I have passed it and looked at it with longing. So I can take you there.
You know what? If we get out of this alive and relatively unscathed, I'm gonna tell Mary that she should consider you for a promotion, because you've been here longer than I have, and you should really be a key holder.
I'm not sure if I should, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility. I
don't want to put any pressure on you. I'm just saying it feels really appropriate at this point.
That's very, very sweet. I will have to journal about it.
Okay. That's totally fine. Okay, everybody, to home care, I guess.
Home care.
All right.
Don't care.
You guys head forward into the next section, which is sort of in the back corner of the store. It is full of mops, buckets, squeegees, cleaning products, organic cleaning products, all kinds, vacuums. And you see, kind of oriented actually like in the same way the Miracle Mop was, just kind of in the back corner, a very similar display. In the way that the Magic Bullet was, you see the Miracle Mop standing apart from the other mops and brooms on its own beautifully lit pedestal. You also hear a strange buzzing.
You know, you really need to get those fluorescent lights fixed. That buzzing is just terrible. It gives people migraines. We don't need that sort of thing in a store like this. The lights are already ridiculously bright, these fluorescents.
DM, can I tell if this buzzing sound is like fluorescent light bulbs, or is it like insecty critter kind of buzzing?
You definitely know that it's not normal. Like, it's not the normal light buzzing sound, which, you know, maybe you've gotten used to, but it's louder than that. You also, let's see.
Definitely more noise.
You can also tell that it's kind of coming from like one specific aisle in this home care section.
I'm gonna just very gingerly kind of like see if I can just kind of poke my head to see down the aisle where I hear a sound coming from.
You see the home robot cleaning friend aisle filled with terrified Roombas. They are shaking. They are palpably afraid. They are making sort of little like noises just on the shelves.
Go to the baby robots.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh.
They start beeping furiously at you with like blinking lights that they're kind of trying to like, I don't know, give me a perception check, Bubbles.
What is it, boy?
Perception. Good to see how this goes. Not well. It's a 10.
You see that they're sort of lighting up in a specific way, and it looks cool.
That's better. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. There's Shark. They're Roomba. They're other brands. It's okay.
Suddenly you hear that they start to kind of calm down. They start to sort of like be a little quiet. Some of them stop buzzing. And then it starts up again really, really loud and scary. And all of you, maybe not you, Bubbles, because you're distracted with the Roombas, but everybody else notices this huge like tornado of dirt just kind of like swirling. It's got sort of a humanoid form. It's clomping around and it's rounding the corner on Bubbles and the Roombas. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, jeez, guys, it's a dust devil.
It's a dirt devil.
Oh my God.
I got 2 nat 20s with my advantage on initiative.
Wow.
I feel like that's gone to
Amazing.
waste.
I have a 23 because I get a +8 on initiative because
Wow.
rogue things.
Okay. It was it just like a flat natural 20 for you, Karen?
It'll be 21.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. And then Bubbles, what did you get?
I got a 6.
Amazing.
It's fine. You're going to protect the Roombas.
I am super worried about these little robot children. No lie.
And Willoughby?
14.
Okay. Roll for 19.
I have not prepared spells for soothing of Roomba babies.
Roomba babies.
Like,
Okay.
does this count as animal handling?
It should for Bed Bath and Beyond.
It should. I say as though it's not my call. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me ask someone about that. I'll talk to my manager.
At Wizards.
Yeah. So the Dirt Devil rolled quite high and is actually going to go first. It is going to make a. Okay. It's going to use its whirlwind attack. So it's going to round the corner at you, and it is this like tall, swirling cloud of dust. And Bubbles, I need you to make a DC 13 strength save.
Oh no. Okay. 13. Okay. Oh my God. It's a nat 20. Jesus.
You are filled with this like protective maternal like mother lifting a bus off of a baby energy for these Roombas, and you just sort of like throw yourself in front of them, and you find yourself imbued with this like unbelievable strength of like the protector of the Roombas, and they all sort of like cheer for you as you are able to withstand this gust of filthy air that like goes down the aisle, and you feel like if you had not held on so strongly out of your loyalty to the Roombas that you would have been knocked into a completely different section, but you feel pretty great about that. And you do get like buffeted by the dust and the dirt a little bit. And so I'm going to roll that damage, but you are not moved from your spot. That's going to be, where are my dice? That's going to be just 6 bludgeoning damage as you're kind of buffeted by, I don't know, maybe one of the dirt devil things that provided the dust for this creature was used to vacuum up a broken glass or something.
Yep.
All right. And so as you make your heroic protection of the Roombas, we move on to Meredith.
Okay. How far away from the rest of the group did Bubbles get?
Bubbles is probably like feet wise or like just vaguely.
Just like if Bubbles has stepped into this aisle where all of the Roombas were freaking out, like are we in like a main aisleway? Are we in aisle over?
Oh, you're like in the main aisleway still, I think.
Okay.
And Bubbles went into sort of a side aisle and like around the corner. So I think she's out of sight of you guys.
Okay.
But you can definitely see the dust devil. It's closer to the wall and it's towering over. Yeah.
Okay, so like we can see it like above the shelving, even if we can't see exactly where Bubbles is.
Yes.
Cool. Delightful. Let me double check. This is where we remember that I never play this class and I have to remember how to do the things. The
We
Dust
love to
Devil.
challenge ourselves.
Would we say that the Dust Devil is within 5 feet of where Bubbles is?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like in her space because of the like
Great.
whirlwind situation.
Cool. What I would like to do is kind of like pop up to the like end cap of the aisle to like look around, and I'm just gonna go like, oh geez, that's not gonna be great. I'm gonna whip out my backup box cutter.
Yes.
You always gotta have 2 when you're the manager. And what I think I would like to do is I'm gonna like whip the blade of the box cutter out to its extension, and I'm gonna fling it at the Dust Devil.
Okay. So make an attack roll.
Cool. And provided this hits, I'm going to apply my sneak attack to it, since I am attacking a creature that is within 5 feet of an ally.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll. Do I remember how anything works? That's a 25 to hit.
That will hit, yeah.
Great. Love that. Oh yeah. That's definitely gonna hit. Let's roll some.
I have a character that talks like that too in a home game, and so this is very hard for me not to like fall into that.
I threatened to use this voice for the Rime of the Fast Maiden stream on Quest and Chaos, which was like an ongoing campaign, and they were like, "We will murder you."
I welcome it. Welcome.
Yes.
Use it.
Okay. That's with a sneak attack. That is going to be a total of 18 damage.
Damn.
Right.
All right.
Then as a bonus action, I would like to just be like, you got this, and I'm gonna duck around and hide behind the end cap.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you hurl your box cutter at this Dust Devil and it lodges itself in. Does it return to you, or is it just sort of a projectile box cutter?
No, this is just I still have one in my pocket. This was my spare. I'm just gonna fling it so it'll just stick itself somewhere in the aisle, and I'll maybe get it later.
Yeah, you see it kind of cleave its way through this gust of wind that went past Bubbles, and it very like neatly like cleaves a nice like cut in the dirt, and then you see it kind of lodge itself into this large like lint ball situation at the heart of the Dirt Devil.
Oh, that's gross.
It's gross, but you can tell it did some serious damage.
Okie dokie.
All right, and now you're taking the hide action.
I'm just gonna duck behind like the Keurigs that are on the end cap or whatever. So
you're safely behind those. Excellent. All right, is that your turn?
I believe that's it.
Okay, next in the order is Karen.
Karen is not impressed with any of this, and she yells very loudly, "I want to speak to a manager," and flies into a rage.
Yes. Yes.
And she's going to swing her very heavy, fully loaded handbag with the stats of a mace at
Yeah.
Dirt Devil.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
she's also going to attack recklessly.
Okay.
So that is a 20 to hit.
Okay, so you're moving sort of over to where Bubbles is.
I've moved over as close as I can get, so I can hit this thing.
Okay, great. You paying no heed of Bubbles protecting the beautiful little Roomba babies. You attack and hit this Dust Devil.
All right, so I'm using my Divine Fury as well.
Oh my
So
god.
when I
Oh
am
my
moving,
gosh.
it takes an additional 1d6 plus 3 necrotic damage.
Christ.
So that is 6 plus 4? Yeah. So 10 regular damage and 5 necrotic damage.
Oh my gosh.
And then I will swing my mace handbag again. This time only for 13.
That is not going to hit.
All right. I will scream at it. This is not appropriate behavior for a Bed Bath & Beyond. And that's my turn.
Amazing. You swing your mace handbag at it. Is it like, does it have like studs on it or something, or like a keychain that's like sharp?
Oh, it's just full of stuff. Like, it is packed. You're pretty sure she carries a bowling ball or something.
Yes.
It is one of those bags. It's like the bag I carry. There's some sharp edges because there's a laptop in there.
Amazing. So you swing it, and as you make contact, you actually feel it's like pretty solid, like more so than you would expect for a cloud of dust. And it's like really satisfying, like thwunk. And then as you go to hit it again, it kind of sees you coming, but you definitely got a good one in there, and you feel, well, not happy because you're in a rage, you're angry, but you feel kind of satisfied. Excellent. In an angry way.
Excellent. Yes.
Amazing. All right. Next in the order is Willoughby.
Willoughby is just gonna fly over to kind of the corner of this side aisle and kind of take stock of the situation, be very, very touched by the Roombas. She's never seen a Roomba before. She's confused about them, but charmed. And then kind of seeing the areas of the Dust Devil where it's getting damaged, she's gonna aim for one of those, and she's just gonna fire bolt it. And we're doing the cantrip. We're just doing the cantrip for now.
Sure.
And that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Amazing. Ooh, 19 damage. Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled well for once.
All right, you fire this firebolt at this Dust Devil, and you see it go up in flame. And as the flames die down, you see that like half of its dust that comprises its body is kind of floating to the floor slowly as like charred embers. God, it is looking rough.
And I think that's gonna be, mechanically I'm not hiding, but I'm just kind of among whatever is on the higher shelves.
All right, great. And the last thing order, we have Bubbles.
Oh, okay. So, yep, protected the little robot babies and watched a terrifying lady with a big purse. And my manager threw a box cutter past my face. And then there's big tornado fire moment. I'm going to just kind of like, just trying to get it to go very far away from me. I would like to cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
I think it has to make, if I remember this cantrip, it needs to make a con save.
Okay. That is going to be a 7.
Yes. So now he gets to take 2d6 damage.
Is that area of effect, or is it just?
I think it's targeted specifically.
Nice.
The area is 5 feet, so it looks like
yeah.
It didn't do a lot. It's just a 3.
Okay, and
more than 0.
More than 0.
And it is resistant to thunder damage. So it will take 1.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep.
It is extremely loud thunderclap, and it looks sort of mildly like that was loud. But you know what? The Roombas are thrilled for you. They're all sort of making like wee cheering noises for you.
You get inspiration from the Roombas?
Sure.
I love them so much.
That's awesome because has none. Yes. Mm-hmm. Been rolling in the single digits mostly today.
Amazing. Yeah, take a point of inspiration from the Roombas. They love you.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking cute.
All right. We are back at the top of the order with the Dirt Devil. And let's see. It's going to make 2 slam attacks. God. It's going to make 1 at Karen. Ooh, that's going to be a 25.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay, that will be... that's going to be 20 bludgeoning damage. I know you're raging. Is that like...
I am resistant to bludgeoning.
Okay, so it'll be half to 10.
And then halved again because of the rage?
No,
that is
that's
the rage.
already.
Or is that
yeah,
is that your
that's already the
resistance?
rage.
Yeah, and then because you recklessly attacked, do you take more now, or was that just like...
It just means that you had advantage on it.
Oh, I see. I didn't roll advantage, but I didn't need it, so it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so yeah, that'll be 10 bludgeoning damage as it slams. It kind of concentrates all of the debris in its dust cloud into a fist, and then just comes right down on you. And it's going to repeat this with its other arm-like appendage at Bubbles.
Oh God.
Is Bubbles within 5 feet of me?
No.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah, no, totally. This is going to be I think this will hit. What is math? 23 to hit?
Oh, it so hits. It so hits so good. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
As it focuses all of its gunk and crap into its other hand and slams it down onto you. The Roombas wail with rage and sorrow.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Do not hurt the mother of Roombas.
Mother of Roombas. Yes.
One candle with my image on it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Meredith, it's your turn.
Well, Meredith's not happy about this turn of events. Do I have anything particularly fun? No, I think I'm just gonna pop back in and this time, because I would like to make sure my weapon returns to me, I will pop back around the end cap and just be like, oh, this is not gonna be acceptable. And I'm gonna take the lanyard of my key rings, which I have, for any of you playing along at home, this is a mildly reflavored version of a flail where it's attached to me, but it's got a range weapon. And I'm just gonna swing it and just like yeet my keys into it and then retract them.
Yes.
All right.
And as long as one of the other two is within 5 feet of this thing, I will still get my sneak attack.
Yes.
Cool. That is a 19 to hit.
Okay. It's gonna hit.
Love it. 2, 8, 11, 13, 14 damage.
Okay.
You're welcome. And then, oh God, rogue, so many bonus actions. Yeah, I think, and then I'm just gonna duck back around the end cap again, and I'm gonna hide again.
Okay, fantastic. You yeet your lanyard at it, and as you bring it back, you feel it like catch on something inside of it, and you yank out this like massive clod of dirt. And as it comes back to you, you see the dust devil just kind of like shrink in on itself without it. You feel like you've gotten some sort of vital organ, and it is not looking good.
Oh, gross.
It is now Karen's turn.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to hit this thing again because this is just not how you behave. I'm very impressed. So, we're going to miss the first time and the second time. Damn. She just flails wildly with her handbag. But I guess since it has lost some volume from its dust, she wasn't anticipating having to reach quite as far in, and just sort of whooshes through the dirt on the outside edge.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a smaller target, and yeah, it just doesn't quite work as well.
Well, this is completely inappropriate.
just wildly swinging your back like, this isn't appropriate. Oh my God.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
I don't think
No shirt, no shoes, no service. You're gonna have to go, sir.
Oh my God.
point.
All right. Then next in the order is Willoughby.
I enjoyed doing fire at this thing. So this time we're gonna do a fireball, I think. Hold on. How is it like engaged with Karen?
Yeah, I would say it's engaged with Karen and Bubbles.
Okay, I'm not gonna risk that, I think.
I do appreciate it. I'm very, very sorry.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'm just gonna cantrip it again. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Amazing. 15 damage.
All right. Tell me what it looks like when you kill this dust devil with your fire bolts.
I think I like charge up this big spell, and then I'm like, wait a second, I'm trying to be friends with those people. And I just kind of at the very end of the spell, just kind of scale it back and just toss it in there, like flicker it over.
All right, you flick in basically just a spark, and that is all it takes. There is not a ton left of this thing, and it likewise, like before, goes up in a flame, like, and then you see the ashes and the cinders kind of falling down to the earth, and you have defeated this creature.
Are the children okay?
I look at all the Roombas. Is everyone okay on the shelf?
The Roombas are kind of calming down. They're cheering. They're excited for you all. They're grateful. They're very emotive and expressive, and you can tell all of this just from the chirps. They're amazing creatures. And you see Bubbles. You see one of them kind of like nudging at your foot a little bit.
What is it, Sharky?
And it just kind of goes like.
Do you want to show us something? I don't speak Roomba.
It's kind of just like following you around. Like it just like it seems to be attached to you.
I have an animal companion.
You now have a Roomba familiar.
I support this. I look at all the other Roombas on the shelf, and I look at the big pile of dust, ash, dirt on the floor, and I'm like, do children want a snacky? Can we snacky?
Their eyes glow with the feral hunger of the starved, and they just kind of like descend upon it, and they're like,
oh my God.
Oh, that's really effective. Okay, Meredith is gonna just like book it over to the display case to grab the miracle mop before anything else can happen.
amazing. You're able to make your way past the feeding frenzy and retrieve the miracle mop.
I'm taking violent joy in watching them devour it.
Those are very effective. We should actually, maybe we shouldn't change their marketing. That might be dangerous.
You know, I'm going to get one of those to go with the sheets when I get those.
You-
My daughter could
you
use one of
should.
those.
They're very protective and defensive of their owners,
I
apparently.
think that would be an excellent investment. Yes.
All deserve good, loving homes.
Well,
Like,
absolutely. Got to take care of these things that took care of us.
All right, you are now in possession of the second relic, the Miracle Mop. This mop is extra absorbent. As an action, the wielder of the mop may use it to instantly dry a 10 square foot surface or one small or medium creature, like just totally dry it off of any liquid.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
It's very powerful.
For retail, this is amazing.
It's a great deal. It is a fantastic deal. All right.
Well,
2 down, 1 to go.
oh gosh.
Okay. The last item, according to the instructions, is that we have to find the extra lung sheets, which I think means we're gonna have to try to breach the bedding department, which I'm a little concerned about, to be perfectly frank. Sorry, my name's not Frank, my name's Meredith. I know it's confusing. Should I hold on to this mop? Should somebody else have this. I don't want to be hogging anything that might be of better use to other people.
I mean, we've got the big basket if you want to carry it in there, or
I'll put it in the big basket for now, and if anybody needs the basket, I'll just toss it to them. So I'll just tuck it in there next to the magic bullet for the time being.
Yeah, you tuck it in the basket, and although it doesn't seem deep enough, it goes in, and it's kind of flopping over the edge with its miracle mop bits.
Yeah.
I made that sound nasty, and I didn't mean it's miracle mop bits. Gross. All right. So as you guys, horrible. As you guys +1 mop and +1 Roomba prepare to head to the bedding section. So you know that it was sort of accessible. It's kind of like at the stores was sort of a loop. And so the route that was blocked off before is not the only way. And if you were to just sort of continue on, you would basically just like head west on as the main aisle kind of like hooks around.
Yeah, so maybe we just try going in the back way, and if that's also blocked, then we'll just get weird with it.
Out.
Yeah.
All right. So as you all head over that way, you see that the aisle is much like the kitchen section, completely flooded. This time, oh my goodness.
Roomba is very offended by this blocked aisle.
Milka has a little bit of like kind of like Tourette's, and she just kind of gets really mad at her taste.
Oh, honey.
I love her so much.
She's great. She's a mood. You see it is completely flooded this time because the shower heads are going rogue over in the bath section. Oh, no. Spraying it down everything.
Are those even connected to the water main? What is happening here?
You didn't think they were, but apparently.
Very functional.
I mean, I like being able to give proper demonstrations to the customers, but this seems excessive.
Not supposed to be connected to anything. Is this what happens when I leave my post? When I take care of customer service?
This is not your fault, Bubbles. Bubbles, you are an incredibly valued employee, and none of this is your doing. This is some sort of arcane BS that is happening around us, and we are going to deal with it. And then I'm going to write a letter to corporate, and you're going to get at least a raise.
Okay.
Coming down.
Deep cleansing breaths.
The water had started to like escape her bun, and it's like a fountainhead, but it's coming back down. It's coming back down.
Oh.
It's coming back down. It's fine.
Okay. So we have to make our way through the shower heads.
Yes.
To try to get around to bedding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I can cast jump on somebody if walking through, torrential spouts of water is going to be a problem for anyone.
Absolutely, it's going to be a problem for me. I just got my hair done.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind getting wet. I've got the mop, so I can dry up a section at a time, but I imagine there's going to be like a reset process, and that's probably going to take a little while. So maybe we save that.
Karen, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
I am scared.
That would be another nat 20 plus 2, so 22.
Shoot. Okay.
Damn, it's Karen's day. You've been to this Bed Bath & Beyond quite a bit, and you know that passing through this particular section of bath that you would need to pass to get to bed, not only are the shower heads popping off, you know that near the shower heads are the shower curtains, and near the shower curtains are the shower curtain liners. And those things will keep pretty much anything dry.
Oh. Well. Now, do I have to pass the shower heads to get to the shower curtain liners?
Let's say no.
All right, yeah. I'm just going to walk over to the shower curtain liners and grab a couple of them from the rack and walk back to the group and say, you're going to just go ahead and comp these for me.
Oh yeah, no, yep.
And
We're definitely gonna do that.
hand them out and open them up and drape one over me. These will do the trick.
All right,
Red
and
Maiden is a good choice brand. That one's really water repellent. Good choice.
yes, it is true. It is a shower curtain liner of perfect dryness. So it is transparent and forms a perfect barrier against
Wow.
any
I
moisture.
love it.
Wow.
8 feet square, roughly.
Wow.
Amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yep. Getting under that.
Nice.
All right, how the rest of you guys want to proceed?
Well, I mean, I can. Let's see.
I'll tell you, you can just attempt to cross it. It's just slippery. So it'll be like some dex checks and things, but if you feel confident about your ability to keep on your feet, then
I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement on my manager.
I have really good decks, so if you think somebody else has less decks, you should cast it on them. You have seen Meredith just like pop in and out of aisles kind of unexpectedly before. So
Meredith can like backflip off a ladder. It's fine.
So I will then just kind of like very hesitantly reach out and just gently touch Miss Karen for the freedom of movement. What? Hi.
Hello.
It'd make it easier to go through the water.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey. All right. So are you guys prepared to cross?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it's
I'm
gonna
gonna fly
get?
again. I'm
You're just gonna fly again. Yeah, that's smart of you. That's wise.
But I will take my shower curtain liner and tie it under my chin like a babushka.
Yes.
Yes.
And it just is going to fan out behind me so that I have room for my wings under.
Beautiful, beautiful.
My grandma does have a rain bonnet. I know exactly what this looks like.
It's useful. All right. So here's how it's gonna go. Those of you who are protected from the water, I'm gonna say, Bubbles, you're a water genasi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think the water would bother you. And I think that the other two, so it's really just Meredith who's getting wet, right? Okay. So I'm going to say that those of you who are not getting wet, you get to make, or bothered by water, you get to make your dex saves regular, and Meredith, you'll make them with disadvantage because you're just also wet and distracted and feel gross.
Fair enough.
So everybody is going to give me a DC 10 dex save, so not too bad, as you step into this wet, slippery hallway.
That is 13.
Okay.
Thank you, Fantasy Jesus.
Our Jesus behaves.
Hey, that's a 12 for Bubbles.
Are you like the Roomba's following behind? So if I will make saves for the Roomba as well.
Can I like encase him in like a part of in the shower curtain? Because
yeah, you could just carry it. Like if you just carry it, it's fine.
carry it.
Carry the Roomba.
Okay.
No.
All right. So the Roomba will just
carry
be
the ring, Mr. Frodo.
He's just a vacuum on a wet dry vac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
he is a wet dry vac, but he's not immune to slipping.
Poor baby.
I love him. I
All
love him
right.
so much.
Sorry. So Bubbles, what did you get? 11?
A 12.
12. Okay. And then Willoughby, you were flying.
I'm flying, but 17.
Okay, I'm not going to make you make them because you're just flying over. So you just gracefully kind of fly over. All right, we're going to do another one as you make your way through the aisle a bit further past some of the shower heads. You can see the end, but you're not quite there.
That is 14 for Karen.
Okay.
This is where I fail. I make an 8.
Okay,
I passed
so
the last one, but
despite your incredible reflexes, you are just too bogged down by the wetness of it all, and you slip and you fall on your butt, and you take just 1 damage. It's just kind of embarrassing.
oh jeez. Okay.
And Bubbles, what did you get?
Did you say that I'm doing these as straight rolls? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. So that was in that one. So that makes it a 3.
So
Wait.
on your
With a point of inspiration, that makes it a 4.
okay, so we'll say I will say that you fall, but you manage to hang on to the Roomba, so the Roomba doesn't get hurt. But
Like
but
when
you
you fall, just put my arm straight up.
yeah, like full Lion King, and you also only take 1 point of damage as you fall. So all right, and I'll just say that you guys managed to kind of scramble back up. Fine. Won't make you do anything for that. It's just, again, kind of embarrassing. All right. And sorry, what?
I'm going to have to fill out an incident report.
Oh, God. Yeah. OSHA's going to get so involved in this.
I'm sure that we can probably reflavor this in the way that they're not going to investigate or anything.
Still make
Reflavor this. I love it. All right. We're going to do one final dex check as you kind of cross the finish line into the bedding section.
18.
Okay.
That's a 16 for Bubbles.
Okay.
9.
9. You lose your balance and fall once again, Meredith. And this time you take 4 damage as you fall.
Ugh.
That one hurt. You fell in the same place again, but there was already a bruise there, and it's like
Landed on my keys. Like,
yeah. Gross, awful. Yes, at least you didn't land on the box cutter. That could have been
that's fair.
worse. All right. Well, you sort of managed to army crawl across the finish line. The rest of you, Karen, what kind of shoes are you wearing?
Oh, she's wearing heels.
Yeah, so you're literally just like going through this in heels, like no problem, absolutely confident. Like it's like a runway. It's fantastic.
Iconic.
It's like Top Model when they had to do the wet runway. Just like that.
Perfect.
All right, and Willoughby, you land gracefully, and you've all made it to the other side. And with that, we should maybe take a little break.
Sure.
Let's
can
do it.
absolutely do that. And
As we prepare for the final run.
we'll
Oh,
see you all in
God.
just a few minutes.
All right, we are back with our Bed Bath & Beyond one shot in the Bed Bath & Beyond dungeon. We have just made it through a perilous flooded aisle because the shower heads in the bath department were going apeshit. And having made it through there mostly unscathed, not completely, we are now finally in the bed department where we are looking for the extra, extra, extra long twin sheets of lore. You have made it, and everything actually looks normal compared to the other sections that you've entered and immediately noticed something wrong. This one seems kind of fine.
This is why I want to work in this section. It's quiet, and it's in the very back, and there's never anyone back here. It's so still.
It is really zen, which automatically makes me a little edgy because, I mean, to be fair, I'm in high school. Everything kind of makes me edgy at this point in my life. But I'm just going to maybe take a quick scan before we get too deep in and make sure that nothing is too out of place. I'd love to make like one of my hardcore perception checks.
Yeah.
To see if just like, Are the colors in the wrong order? Did something not get folded correctly? Just anything that might alert me to a trap or something shady happening here. Math. 24 perception.
Wow.
Okay. So you scan the regular, just like the back corner with the beds, and you see everything is normal. The bed the pillows are fluffed. The sheets are folded over correctly. They're hospital corner tucked. Everything looks nice. However, then once you get past that area, you end up in sort of like the specialty pillow mattress area. And you notice that the memory foam mattresses are all pushed together. Like they're supposed to be kind of like separate on different beds so people can sit and like test them out, but they've all been pushed together into one large like mega mattress.
Okay, hey guys, I think I found the trap. I don't know what it's gonna do to us, but that's definitely not correct.
Not gonna lie, the idea of jumping on a California king seems really appealing, but I will resist.
I do respect that impulse, but I'm gonna say that that's probably how we die violently. So maybe I'm gonna maybe go sneak up on it and try like whips out the box cutters. Just check it and make sure that it's like a normal mattress.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
A little too fast and a little too hard. She taps you on the back and goes, "Guidance."
Oh. Oh, okay. I need to go see my chiropractor, but that was really nice. Thank you. And I would like to basically kind of stealth around the edge to kind of come at the not quite right mattresses from behind and slip up and see if there's anything going on. And if I need to stab, I'll do a stab.
Okay. Okay, you enter and you sneak up and you see the mattresses have sort of all on closer inspection kind of knitted themselves together into like one true mega mattress. And then you see the mattress kind of sit up, like fold itself in half, sit up from the bed and turn towards you. And you see that like it has sort of like eye slits and a mouth slit that opens, and it says, "Hello, Meredith."
Oh, hi. Have we met?
Not formally. I'm the memory foam mattress, but I know all of the managers around here. I keep track of the staff very closely, looking for excellence and greatness.
Oh, okay. They definitely did not mention you in my training, but that might have been an oversight on my part, so I apologize.
I tend to only come out when there is some sort of arcade emergency happening.
Oh, got it. Could you point us to the extra long twin sheets? Because apparently this is like the most emergency. That's what the book said anyway.
I would be happy to, Manager Meredith, but first, I've got a riddle for you.
Of course you do. Okay, let's hear it.
All right. The memory foam mattress relays to you a logic puzzle.
Okay.
Okay,
Holy shit.
the logic puzzle is as follows. He says, there are 3 candles that I am thinking of, and I'm going to tell you about them, but in a really sideways and annoying way. And you have to tell me which one is which, okay?
Oh yeah, this is just like helping people with their bridal showers. This should be fine. Let's go.
Okay. So there are 3 candles, and each candle has 4 attributes. They have a brand, a color, a scent, and a shelf that they're on, like top, middle, bottom. Okay. So your options for brands are Bee and Willow, of course, Woodwick, and Yankee.
All right.
All right. One of the candles is yellow, one of the candles is green, and one is orange.
All right.
Okay. One of them is scented like sandalwood. One of them is vanilla cupcake. And one of them is citrus breeze.
All right.
And then there's the top, middle, and bottom shelves that they could be on. All right. So I'm going to give you 4 clues to help you figure out which candle is which. Okay. It's like this is like just like the LSATs. It's really smart people shit. Okay. The Woodwick brand candle is yellow.
Okay.
Okay. The Yankee candles are stored on the top shelf.
Okay.
Okay. The Citrus Breeze scented candle is in the middle shelf.
All right.
And finally, the Bee and Willow brand candle is green and sandalwood scented.
Okay.
I'm going to say if anybody wants to give me any kind of check like that they could justify to me and they're able to get a 20 or higher, I'll just like tell them one of them.
I'm enjoying the riddle.
I know. I was like, I don't know if this is entertaining for people to watch people solve a riddle, but like, whatever.
All of us like got our notes out.
Yep.
I mean, listen, some of you take notes on like actual paper because you're like a good adults, and then some of us have a pen in our hands.
It's
free
okay.
to
It's okay. I think I got it.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. Meredith's intelligence might be kind of low because her grades are pretty bad, but that's mostly about math. But Alondra, the player's stats are incredibly high in all mental attributes.
Well, there you go. So you feel like you got it?
I think I've got it.
Yeah, you probably did. Okay. I mean, all right, hit me. Describe these
I was
candles to
worried,
me.
but you gave me very good clues, so I appreciate that.
Okay,
Props to the GM. Okay, so please go easy on me, but I think I got this right. So you're looking for a Yankee candle on the top shelf that smells like vanilla and is orange colored.
Yes.
Okay, and then you're looking for the... I have to see if I can... the Bee and Willow is on the bottom shelf, and it smells like sandalwood, and it's green colored.
Correct.
And so then your other, I can't remember the brand name because I can't read my own handwriting.
Woodwick.
Woodwick. Your Woodwick candle is going to be on the middle shelf, and that is citrus scented, and it's yellow.
Amazing work, Meredith. You are truly a genius and well deserving of the manager title.
I don't think that's true, but thank you for saying it anyway.
It is with great pride that I present to you the extra, extra, extra long twin sheets. I don't have arms, so you just kind of have to grab them. They're sort of on the shelf to my right.
Oh, the gray ones
below that. No, below that.
Oh yeah, these.
Yep,
these
those. You got it. Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Ms. Mix.
I don't know what gender is. I'm a gigantic mattress.
That's
So-
fair
Girl,
enough.
same.
The last piece of advice that I would impart to all of you, who I'm assuming are very all intelligent and worthy heroes, don't trust the towels. And then it collapses back into several mattresses onto the beds.
Oh, Bubbles, can you make a note? We're probably gonna need to reset those before opening tomorrow. Thank you. But I got the sheets, and apparently we shouldn't trust the towels.
Okay.
Don't trust towels.
Don't trust the
Don't trust the towels.
Do you
Which is
normally
not.
trust towels.
I don't trust anyone, to be perfectly honest.
That
Especially
is very
not
smart of
today.
you.
No,
That's-
it's.
How do you get your body dry if you don't trust towels?
How do you get your body dry? I don't think
the
you've ever
trick.
not. Okay, great.
I'm never dry.
That's what I thought.
Never. It's like a never nude, a never dry.
That's gross.
It's very gross, but some of us are sweaty people.
Look, I know a lot of people have problems with the word moist. I don't see the issue. Moist cake, moist cookies, moist salad. It's all fine, right?
Moist salad?
Do you not put dressing on your salad? Do you eat salad? I'm sorry, I didn't want to presume. Are you carnivorous entirely? We never really talked about this.
You know, that's a great question. I think I just kind of mostly eat sushi most of the time.
Yeah, no, that's why I wondered. Anyway, we can talk. Maybe we can go out for like lunch sometime, but maybe not now, because now that we have all of the artifacts of power, I think we have to go stop whatever is invading the retail store.
Yeah.
That's a weird sentence and it didn't come out right. Okay.
It was accurate. I mean, all right.
I'm going to flip open the Tome of the Beyond and look for like, okay, now that I have it, like, is there instructions of like, now that you have the items, what do you do with them? So I'm just sitting there with this massive tome, like flipping pages. Like, okay, did they actually give us instructions?
You flip through and you realize that after the end of what you read at the beginning, it's actually just a really long special thanks to the people who helped the author write this. It's
Wow.
like to my mom who never stopped believing in me and my dream to sell towels, and to the people at the cafe where I sat and wrote this tome and always supplied me with macchiatos. Stuff like that.
This is really
Poor Jay, you know what you did.
This is a really sweet dedication and entirely unhelpful. So I guess we're gonna have to just go figure out what this does on our own or something. But we've got the items. Should we go check out where all the weird magical stuff was happening earlier at the front of the store, maybe?
Sure. So
I'm going to grab the sheets for my daughter while we're over
Oh yeah,
here.
please do.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll just use my manager's swipe card, and I'll just put that on my discount rack, and we'll
great.
just call that good.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And do those sheets have any special instructions on them? The fancy extra long ones you got?
It says line dry only. So I don't recommend these for a college student. You're gonna want something that's more machine wash durable.
you see on the back where the back of it, it says line dry only, and then on the back it says that what does it say? It says these sheets are capable of shifting to whatever length the bed requires. Once per
Wow.
day, as an action, you can command the sheet to extend its length up to 100 feet, provided that you can see the end destination. And you can also make a DC 14 athletics or acrobatics check to hang on to the sheet as it extends, moving you 100 feet to the destination.
Sick.
But on a failed save, you fall off instantly and you take 1d4 psychic damage because that's really embarrassing.
Amazing.
This is my new favorite magical item of all time.
Okay. So the last little area that you guys, I guess the closest way to get to the magical barrier would actually be to approach it from the other side, because the only kind of unexplored territory in the Bed Bath & Beyond at this point, if you continue on down this main aisle path, on your left are the sort of miscellaneous, but
As seen on
fancy,
TV.
luxurious, it's as seen on TV. Yeah. I feel like we have TV in this universe. It's as seen
Yeah.
on TV. You
The
see
little travel size stuff.
yeah, and you see nose hair trimmers of charisma, and things of that nature, extra hot hair dryer. You see in particular a robe that looks so fluffy and comfortable, like you just can't even deal with it. It's like so enticing. And on your right, you see the gigantic wall of towels that go up to the ceiling.
Okay, so I feel like that's gonna be sketchy and probably a problem. So we should just keep a sharp eye to that side.
They're gonna fall on us is what's gonna happen.
He might attack us. I feel like at this point, I'm just assuming everything might attack us, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
We've been told not to trust them.
I think that's fair. I think we should listen to the California King.
I mean, to be king of such a large expanse of a united country is probably really important. So probably.
And Rihanna wrote a song about him, so.
And we do stan and trust our Empress Rihanna. So
yeah.
That's very important.
Amen.
She's the poet laureate of this version of my world, I guess. So.
Yeah. Meme Town is a great nation.
Yeah, Rihanna is the poet laureate of Meme Town canonically now.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So she's a poet laureate, and I think the concert that everybody called out to go see today was.
Oh, snap!
We're missing Rihanna for this?
Yeah, but you got to meet the real California King, so.
We did. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just saying, they better let me have next weekend off for my fencing tournament, or there's gonna be heck to pay, I tell you.
All right, what would you like to do at this point? You have the fancy as seen on TV section on your left, you have the towels on your right. And ahead of you, you have where the magic barrier was before, at least.
Towels to the left of me, nose trimmers to the right. Here we are.
Damn it.
You did this to you.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Thinking back, and I only say this because I just realized that I have this effect right now. I want to think back to like the context of talking to the California King when he said don't trust the towels, and I would like to make an insight check using my ear for deceit.
Sure.
Which just basically means that I can't roll lower than a certain number as I make this check.
Heck yeah.
For anybody who's playing along at home. Insight. That's a 19. Do I feel like I can trust the California King's admonition to not trust the towels?
You do. Okay. And you feel as though, in a way, although the twin sheets are sick, that wisdom was actually the real prize for solving the riddle.
Fair. Cool. Okay. So my plan, personally, as the manager of this establishment, is that I'm just going to sort of like head straight down the middle of this aisle, try to get to that, you said magical barrier. And then I'm going to see if I can maybe get past it or dispel it or whatever needs to be done so that we can try to recover and reopen the store and maybe not have too hard of a profit loss for this quarter, because that's a very important thing when you're doing your assessments for managers at the end of the quarter. I don't know if anybody else has any better ideas, but that's sort of my plan.
I don't have better ideas, but just knowing Willoughby, she's getting ever so closer, like close and closer to the fluffy bathrobe that you described. Granted, she could fit there like 17 times, but she just wants to touch it, and she knows she shouldn't.
As you touch it, do you want to touch it?
Oh, no, I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. Okay.
I'm just contemplating it, and I need someone to tell me to not be there, because I will be making a bad choice in about 5 seconds.
I'm looking at my manager, and Katie's like, touch it.
Oh, Meredith, I don't think is even paying that much attention to the bathrobe because she's very fixated on the magical barrier that she does not know how to get around because she does not magic. So, like, she's familiar with magic, but that's not like a thing she does. So,
Yeah, Karen is probably going to notice you noticing the bathrobe. That's a really nice bathrobe. What's the price on that?
I have no idea. Is there a price tag?
There's not, but there is, and you go to look at it, and it's actually there's no price written on it. It just is a description, and it says the fluffy robe of coziness. This robe is made from fleece, terry cloth, and actual clouds. It is so soft that the wearer is instantly overcome with a sense of well-being and contentment. Any wearer of this robe is immune to the frightened effect while wearing it.
Wow.
delightful.
I read all of that to Karen.
Well, that just sounds that sounds wonderful.
Sounds really nice, but
Excuse me, manager, can we add this to the cart of holding? I think I'd like to get a bathrobe as well.
I don't even remember putting that in stock, so we might have to add it special if it doesn't ring up correctly. But at this point, you guys have helped me out with all of this. So yeah, anything you want, I'll just hold out the basket of holding.
Oh, great! And Karen
I
is
still
going to
don't
make
wanna
poor
touch it.
choices in the as seen on TV section.
Yeah, do it.
Karen's like eyeing a ped egg, like, do I need
Oh, yeah.
it?
Absolutely need that. And those the fancy twisty towels for your hair. The
oh,
microfiber
you
towels.
gotta get a
The Turby
microfiber.
twist.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Turby twist.
Gotta get one.
I had one of those on before we recorded.
Yeah.
It's not do I need the bowl that can't tip over, it's how many do I need.
Precisely. Yeah. Bubbles, give me a history check.
Okay.
I was like, uh-oh. Mystery. I should have guided myself. That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. So as you hear Meredith say that she doesn't remember stocking the bathrobe,
Yeah.
you think about sort of stocking and inventory, and you think about you're not exactly sure how or why, because what department do you work in again?
I work in bath.
Okay, so you do work in bath, so you're pretty familiar with the towels, right? That's like under your jurisdiction. You think something, you can't quite put your finger on it in a way that is actually kind of like alarming to you, like maybe unnatural, but you're not sure you remember the amount of towels, or like the amount of towels in each colorway, or there's something wrong about the stock of the towels. They don't match up with what you remember from your towel inventory.
Hey, Manager Meredith.
You can just call me Meredith. Manager is not really. Yeah.
There's definitely something wrong with the towels, and it's starting to really upset me. And you see
Okay. Just deep. Take a deep breath. I'm gonna check it out, and I will turn and look at the towels and see if I can notice anything particularly out of the ordinary. In addition to just my incredibly high perception, because that's how I got this job, I would love to apply my eye for detail, which is a bonus action to make a perception check to spot any hidden creatures or objects. Okay. That is a 27 perception check.
Oh,
Wow.
Let's go.
As you look at these towels, Meredith, it is so clear to you. You're like, I cannot believe I missed it. I can't believe that I didn't see this before. You can sort of guesstimate the amount of towels that there are based on, like there's like X amount across and there's X amount up. And you realize that there are about like like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of towels stacked here. And you don't remember ordering that many towels. There's far too many. There's no way that there were that many when you did inventory. Something is wrong with these towels. And as you look closer, you realize that they're not stacks of towels at all. They're like wrapped around some sort of structure to make it look like you have all those towels, but it's a lie.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay. Hey guys, the towels are just a front for something bigger and scarier that's probably gonna attack us. So, new plan. Instead of being really like discreet and stealthy, I'm gonna say we just thick and run for it, maybe.
Cool.
Very good plan.
Everybody feel good about that?
Yeah, this sounds like a great plan. Nothing could go wrong. And
Yeah, no, nothing has ever gone wrong in the Bed Bath and Beyond ever. Let's go.
I pick
Karen
up Sharp.
gets her her purse off her shoulder and has it ready.
Yeah, Meredith pulls her keys out of her pocket and has them in her hand. It's like, and 3, 2, 1, and we all take off.
Where do you run towards
Running
the
for
barrier? The barrier. All right, you run towards the barrier, and as you hit the barrier, you once again bounce off.
Ow.
I'll say you managed to not fall on your butts, like prone, like you managed to keep your feet. Maybe there's like some nice bath mats around that keep things from being too slippery. But as you do that, you see the towels rumbling and shaking, and you see the towels fall off of their facade. And then so revealed behind it is just sort of like a cardboard structure in the shape of stacked towels to fool the customers.
Aha!
And then at the end, you've discovered that the real villain was Bed Bath & Beyond for lying to everybody. No, just kidding. It cracks open like a double door.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And
they didn't tell me about this.
And you are met with what you are sure is the Beyond. And from the Beyond emerges a humongous fire elemental. And I need everyone to roll it.
God.
Oh, geez. They definitely did not cover this in training.
17 for Karen.
Okay.
That's a 17 for Bubbles as well.
All right. Which of you has higher dex?
Got a +2 to Dex.
That would be you then.
Okay.
Ooh.
I remembered why I hate playing rogues. 26 initially.
There
I
There it
hate
is.
going first.
There it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That is Meredith. And Willow B.
9.
9.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Normally I play clerics, and my favorite place as a cleric to play is last.
Yeah, you want to
same.
back clean
Oh
up
God,
with a cleric.
same. Yeah.
Okay, well, unfortunately, Meredith, you are top of the order.
That's fine. I would like to bonus action my insightful fighting, which is make an insight check against a creature you can see, contested by their deception. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack, even if I don't have any of the other sneak attack conditions. And if I don't, I get disadvantage.
Okay.
So I'd like to bonus action that insightful.
Okay.
What is my insight modifier? Oh, good. It's also high. 23 insight.
All right, I got 13 deception.
Cool. I want to look at this and be like, okay, yeah, that's a fire elemental. This is gonna suck. Everybody gear up, I guess. And then I am going to about how far away from me is this thing?
I'm gonna say like 50 feet from you guys.
Cool. I would like to Bubbles, make sure that the patrons get out safely, please. None of them should have to put their lives on the line for corporate marketing, and they will get a strongly worded email from me regardless. I would like to run my full movement, which is 30 feet. So I'm going to get close, and I'm going to whip out and smack this thing with my keys.
Okay. All right. So make an attack roll, please.
Cool. With my keys, that is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And since I have advantage from that insight, I get my sneak attack, even though I am very not sneaky right now. 18 total.
Okay. That's gonna be math time.
Math.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you whip out your lanyard, which, like, I love that it's probably like kind of like the sheets where it just can kind of like extend and retract. Yeah. And you manage to sort of like whip it good.
Nice.
Yeah. And because I already used my bonus action, I can't hide, so I'm just going to stand there and square off with all of my 16-year-old hubris and just be like, hey, buddy, leave the fuck alone.
All right. Bubbles, it is now your turn.
How close did my manager go up to this thing? Like, how close is she to it?
It was 50 and I ran 30, so I'm within 20 feet of it. I'm about 30 feet away from you guys.
Okay, cool. That means that I have to get within 20 feet of it. Cool.
You don't have to. It's fine.
No, I feel like I have to. I'm going to. I pull out. You don't know from where, but from underneath her polo, she pulls out a scimitar and she looks at Sharky and she goes, "Go hide!" And then she starts running towards you, and you hear like all the shower heads like in the bathroom section, which are still going off, like get louder and come closer, because she casts Tidal Wave as soon as she hits within 20 feet of the creature, so that she doesn't hit you.
Yes.
Amazing.
To see. Sweet Lord, let it work. We had so much flavor text.
I believe in you.
He's gonna need to make a dex save.
Okay. DC what?
13.
Okay, he makes it. He got a 15.
Silvery Barbs, re-roll that.
Yes!
Good old Netta Marie with fucking with the DM.
Hell yes!
The one thing I do.
That is an 11. So that is gonna fail.
Hell yeah. And the second part of Silvery Barbs, I'm gonna give Karen advantage on her next roll, attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw.
Excellent.
Amazing. You see this tidal wave coming in, Willoughby, and you just sort of like gently guide it.
Yeah.
And also send a little magic Karen's way. Just because. You know. All right.
Case.
So what does tidal wave do?
So Tidal Wave, I conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. And the area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. And each creature in that area had to make a dexterity saving throw. And on a failed save, the creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Okay. Does it indicate anywhere how much water that is? Like by volume? I assume like a lot,
Jesus.
but
I mean, I could do the math to figure out the volume of a 30 by 10 thingy, maybe?
oh, but you know what? You don't have to, because I'll just Google it.
It's just like 300 cubic.
It's 300. Yeah, it's 300 cubic
300.
feet.
I don't pretend
That's
to
a
know.
lot of water.
Okay. Holy shit. So 300 cubic
Hashtag
feet.
a lot.
Did I swap the store? Did I kill us all?
You might have put out
It's
the fire
okay.
elemental.
You summon all of the water in this and all of the seltzer and all of the liquid in this like extraordinarily wet adventure we've been having. And you think, Bubbles, you've had kind of a rough time as an employee in this store, you know, like you've been here for 2 years, you haven't even been promoted, you haven't gotten to touch the miracle mop, you haven't gotten to work in the department you want, and you get things wet a little too often, you get upset, you know. It's been a hindrance in the past, but now in this one blaze of glory, you summon all of this water and you engulf the fire elemental in the biggest tidal wave any of you have ever seen. And when the water kind of sloshes apart and clears, which it's nice that you're surrounded by towels, we'll say that, it's gone. It's just straight up gone. You just one-shotted this thing by like a lot.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Like, I could peek behind the curtain. Like, it had, you know, what, like 144 hit points or something. And it takes one cold damage for every gallon of water. And that's like over 2,000 gallons of water.
Oh my god!
So like, unless I'm doing something insanely wrong here, that was just like...
That's amazing.
We're all just prepared to fight this flood, just like...
Bubbles just like had the most amazing moment, and I appreciate it, and I want to honor it.
Bubbles, you're definitely employee of the month.
Yes.
There's no argument here. We're just gonna make it happen.
You suddenly hear a voice coming from this like void that has opened up, and it's like, God damn it! I really thought that was gonna do something. Fucking Bed Bath and Beyond.
Who the frick are you?
I'm the Lord of the Beyond. Who the frick are you?
I'm the manager of this establishment, and you are out of line, sir. I'm gonna need you to close this portal right now, and I'm also gonna need you to report to my bosses about the damages you caused.
You're a manager? Fantastic. I would love to speak to a manager.
Yeah, I'll bet you would. Everybody else does too. Okay, let's go.
Karen goes up to the door and says, no. I get dibs on this manager. You go find your own.
I've got a bone to pick with Bed Bath and Beyond, and I've been trying to wreak havoc, but you've all been thwarting my every effort, so I suppose I suggest come clean and explain my dilemma, which I don't like to do. I don't like to make phone calls. I'm very shy and awkward.
I'm right here right now, so let's talk in person, okay? It's much easier when you can read emotions on a person's face.
Okay, well, you're not reading my emotions because I'm just a voice, but that's fine.
Fair enough.
All I wanted was some candles, okay? Do you have any idea how bad it smells in the Beyond?
Oh, I could imagine. You've thrown a fire elemental and like a wicker monster and a bunch of soda spritzes. So yeah, I can't imagine it's great there. What are you looking for exactly? I'll see if I have it in stock for you.
Okay, it's like just a big ass here. It's terrible. And we go through so many candles and we're on a budget, you know, like we're not made of money in the Beyond. We got to break even.
I think what we gotta recommend is our subscription system. We've got like the big button where every time you need to reorder, you just smack the button and then we automatically send it. We can do the 3 wicks. We can do multiple options for you.
Well, here's the problem is that I wanted to just, you know, I've saved up my coupons and I wanted to redeem them. But, you know, I mean, God, a lot of good they did me, and it spurts out all of these coupons at you.
Oh, whacking coupons on them. Okay. Oh, are you saying that there's a problem with our online ordering service where they're not accepting the coupon codes?
It said they were expired and that they wouldn't stack.
Okay, so state law says that coupons never expire here, so that's clearly a problem. I will submit a complaint on your behalf to the management, and we will make sure. How many coupons have you tried to use?
Well, I just threw all of them at you, so I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a credit for like
Start picking up all
Yeah,
these-
I'm gonna give you a credit for like $6,000 in back coupons. Does that feel
Bubbles.
appropriate?
Yes.
As you pick up those coupons, those are not Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. Those are Bath & Body Works coupons.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Sir, Mr. King of the Void person, Beyond. I think I see the problem. So yes, our logos are white and blue, but did you notice how these coupons have blue and white gingham?
What's gingham? We don't have that in the Beyond.
It's that checkerboard kind of colors, little squares.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
geez, yeah, I see the problem. You're
okay,
right, Bubbles. Okay.
These are all really good coupons, by the way, for 3 wick candles from Bath and Body Works, which is a different store. Mr.
Where am I? Where am I right now?
No, we're BBB. You're looking for BBW.
Yep.
Okay. So this is not, this Bed Bath & Beyond is not.
No,
oh,
you're
man.
Yeah, no, we're a home and you're looking for a body we're home goods. They're more like body care.
Well, I feel very stupid. I apologize, ma'am.
Don't worry about it. It's an easy assumption to make. We got a very similar color scheme and a lot of similarly named things. And like we've got the Yankee candles and they've got their own
They've got
brand.
them too.
There's a lot of similarities.
And they have Woodwick now too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
All right. Well, I apologize. I hold on one sec. And you sort of you sense around you, hear this like whoosh, and you feel this massive like whirlwind, and you sense all around you all of the like ashes and cinders and like puddles all just being like whoop, swept away and cleaned to perfection. The floors are gleaming once more. Everything is back where it should be. The weird egg chair pops back open. Luckily, it wasn't containing anybody, but everything appears to be back to normal, and you feel the magic barrier behind you kind of disperse. It's like, all right, well, apologies for that. This is very embarrassing, but I don't know. Have a nice day. I'll maybe come back, but no, I won't because I'm embarrassed. Bye. And the cardboard closes up, and the towels go back up to where they were.
oh, I feel bad for him. I mean, it's really.
I was still happy to give him my employee discount, but I also understand there's, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be worried about your coworkers in the other establishment?
Oh no, they're gonna be fine. This is pretty normal over at the mall.
I mean, yeah, the people who have to run like Bath and Body Works have to be like battle hardened. Like
Every single one of them at this point has made a warlock pact, and some of them are not great, but that's just a price of the contract with the employment.
That's why the Halloween candles are so off the chain. Like they just have the hookup.
Food.
Black Friday over there gets really intense, so they all kind of have to like do some really serious packs.
It's true. And at this, you see, you had kind of locked all of the doors, but you actually hear a key turning in a lock, and you turn and you see your regional manager enter, who's Charles, who is a big frog. And Charles, the big frog, in a blue polo shirt, enters and is like, "Hi, I'm Charles, the regional manager. I heard you were having some issues. But actually, this is the nicest chain I've seen. It's so clean and so nice and orderly. Are you the manager on duty right now?"
Yeah, I'm the manager on duty, but I gotta say that Bubbles here has really been pulling more than her weight, and I really couldn't have done it without her. Today's been kind of weird. We've got a couple of patrons here who I was just about to help out because things got a little wild without you. But if you want to take a look around things, that would be great.
I don't really. I mean, they're all kind of the same. Seems like you got things under control here.
Oh, no. You're a manager. I want to talk to you.
You should definitely.
What can I help you with? What was my voice? I don't know.
Away. Just
She's gonna drag him off to the customer service booth and start listing off everything that went wrong today, but also making a point of explaining how absolutely fantastic Meredith and Bubbles were with dealing with everything, and she really recommends that they both get raises, but that he should really compensate Karen for all of the trouble that she's been through. And yeah, we're gonna make this right, aren't we?
All right, Karen, you use your terrifying powers of intimidation of retail workers to talk this regional manager into giving you a lifetime 50% off discount and a pass where you get to skip the line and have an immediate year of manager if you want to. You get your sheets. Meredith, you get a raise and you get next weekend off for your fencing tournament.
Hey.
He gives Bubbles a raise, offers the opportunity to, have a promotion and work in whichever department you wish. And obviously you can keep your Roomba friend. And Willoughby, after a conversation with Charles explaining the issue with the candles, he says the least they can do is offer to either stop doing business with Willoughby or to offer you a cut of their proceeds as the namesake.
No, I would like them. I don't care about money is the thing. So I would just like them to be off the shelves because it's kind of taking my name in vain, and it's not even like great candles. So I would appreciate if not, if you stop doing that.
The least we can do is not dishonor a fairy who has come to help us out in the face of some sort of weird eldritch bullshit. So, done. We'll get a loom in here. They've been wanting a contract and their candles are fantastic and high end. So you all have managed to survive the Bed Bath & Beyond dungeon and come out a little bit happier and richer. The end.
Meredith will make sure she gets Willoughby's contact info. And
Willoughby's coming to the fencing event. She wants to see the fencing.
At the fencing tournament, Meredith will find Willoughby and be like, hey, so I know this is a little bit unorthodox, but you really helped us out, so I feel like you should have this. And we'll hand her the Tome of the Beyond.
Oh,
which she absolutely did not return.
Whoa.
I said if you helped us that you could, so this is for you. Don't worry, I made photocopies at the FedEx, so we've got a copy in case any of this BS ever happens again. But you should have this.
I summoned like several mage hands to help me carry it, and I weep.
Oh no! Please don't cry. Here, have a Coke and just go have a seat. The tournament's gonna be really great.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. This means so very much to me and my people. And fuck him up. Have fun at your thing.
I feel like I'm going to regret this later, but like I'm young and impulsive because I'm still a teenager and my cerebral cortex isn't formed. So I'm just going to go kick some butt.
It's always good to make a deal with a fairy. It's always good.
Yeah, nothing ever goes wrong with making deals with the fae.
Absolutely not. You go, you kick ass, you win your fencing tournament. Karen and her daughter Haley and Bubbles and Sharky the Roomba and Willoughby are all in the audience cheering you on. And at the very end, Rihanna comes out and does a surprise concert for everybody there. And it's like, in this California king bed. And it's amazing. Credits roll.
Yes. I love you.
That was fantastic.
Amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so let's we'll do our little wrap up. Just if anyone's got anything to promote, we'll go in the same order as last time. We'll start with Ned Marie.
Yes. Hi. I'm Ned Marie. I'm a performer and producer of things. You can find me at Ned Marie all over the internet. Please tweet at me with a picture of you hugging your Roomba. I need to see it. Also, I am the producer and the cast member on Quest Laid Plans, which is a D&D podcast which Megan DMs. So if you enjoy Megan DMing and you like seeing her make me suffer, you can find us at questlaidplans.com and Quest Laid Plans on Twitter and Instagram. Episode 5 comes out this coming Tuesday.
All right, Katie.
I'm Katie. I'm a music educator and a librarian. So read books, support school, And the only place you can really see me is here or on Instagram at FiddleFern90.
All right. And Alondra.
I am Alondra, aka Lady Bedivere. You can find me at Lady Bedivere on pretty much any social network, unless it's TikTok, in which case put an M before the Lady Bedivere. I am a cast member on Quests and Chaos and the Torpid Gaming Network. And currently I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes producing. If you are looking for a player or looking for someone to produce your game or your podcast, hit me up on all of the socials, and thanks for having me here.
And Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan. So as Netta said, I am the DM of Quest Laid Plans. So check that out, please. We have a new episode coming out on Tuesday. I am also a cast member on Majestic Goose Network's Eclipse. I play Ava, the human monk, and I have a ferret named Apricot who's not as cute as the Roomba, but maybe, I don't know. I'm glad Cage isn't here. Cage would throw hands if I said anything bad about Apricot. And Netta and I also have a podcast about figure skating called the Ice Tea Podcast. We're kind of like on a little bit of a break right now because figure skating isn't happening, but it actually kind of just started back up. So we've got to start back up too. So we will be back on your airwaves there. And I think that is all I have to say at this time. Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for letting me DM. I had a great time. Danny?
Yes, thank you so much for doing this for us. This was a great game. I am Danny. You can find me all over the internet as Danielle Lanois. You can find me as Whiskey on Eclipse with our friend Megan. Our next episode comes out, I believe, on Thursday. I am also the GM of Crits and Knits, and that next episode is going to be this Wednesday. We just had Roll for Weird, and I do a bunch of other stuff here on the network, so if you're looking for me, you can find me all over the Majestic Goose. And once again, don't forget about GooseCon 2022. That is September 30th through October 2nd in Cincinnati, Ohio. We still have lots of tickets available if you would like to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a tabletop-focused gaming convention, but we've got panels, we've got some live shows already set up. And again, if you want to help get geese out to Cincinnati, you can visit the Ko-fi link that has been all over the place in the chat. And I think that's all. Our next game is going to be on July 31st, so 4 weeks from now. And we actually haven't decided on a meme yet, so just keep your eyes open on all of the social media, and soon we shall have a meme and a GM, and we'll let you know.
Yay.
So I think that is all. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.